What up, what up, what up? Welcome to another podcast of me. I talk about anime, manga, all of the self help stuff, anything fun, really. And today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite manga of all time that should be talked about more, and that is Billy Bat. I'm pretty sure almost. I think if you see this video, then I'm pretty sure you've like watched read Billy Bat and you're looking for some content to just see and listen to, because that was me the exact same time when I finished Billy Bat a few months ago, and nobody really talks a lot about it. Like, I've been looking for videos here on YouTube, and there's like a lack of it. And after finishing the manga, I was so in drought. Like, I need some content, you know? And I'm here to be a hero, just like Oswald. I'm gonna be a hero and give Billy Bat content because it deserves the love and attention it should have. I'm gonna try to make sure not to give as much spoilers as I can, but yeah, I just wanna throw this out because, you know, with the recent Artemis news of doing lunar flyby, really the first question that popped up into my head, I was like, it would be so crazy if the astronauts and the satellite would just see Billy on the moon. Because if you love conspiracy theories, like the fake moon landing back in the 1970s, the assassination of JFK, like Hitler, like like Walt Disney being associated with the Hitler, then Billy Bat the manga is the perfect fit for you if you're into those conspiracies, because it doesn't okay, one thing that I want to clear up though, just because that I say you're into conspiracies doesn't necessarily mean that you believe in those conspiracies, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's some times where you can lean more into the conspiracy than what the government actually tells you, but at the end of the day, it's a good thing to like read some stuff like that. It's awesome. And that's what the Billy Bat manga actually covers. There's a lot of conspiracies there. And I remember back in high school, I was a part of this org called like the Area 51 conspiracy group. Like back in 8th grade, we were talking about aliens and conspiracy theories with my friends. It was so fun. So when a manga like this came, like I discovered this manga and it just talked about all of the conspiracy theories that I loved reading before. I was like, wow, this actually is up to my lane. Like, I know not a lot of people would like conspiracy theories, but Billy Bat handled it very well. Naoki Urasawa really did it very well. Naoki Urasawa, man, bruh, if you know him, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to know him if you're seeing this video. He's the guy, bro. He's like the mangaka, bro. He did Monster, Pluto, 20th Century Boys, and this Billy Bat, Yawara. I read those manga, like the 5 of those, and it's amazing. You know what, Monster, bro? That's what, like, I would actually say that Billy Bat is almost the same level as Monster. That's how good it is, because Monster is my favorite anime. Like, one of my favorite anime. And oh gosh, I just remembered, I'm drinking right now because it's my birthday and I'm in the rooftop, and I was like, what if I just jump there and just recreate Monster episode 29? That would be so funny. But yeah, anyway, yeah, you should read Billy Bat. Like, no, not, I would assume that you've already read Billy Bat and you're just here to listen for content because you don't have any other content left there, and Reddit doesn't have enough for you as well. So I'm just adding here to the discussion about why Billy Bat is amazing. God, like, let's even start with the JFK assassination. You know what? I want to preface that I am not from the States, so my knowledge about the JFK assassination is not that it's not that good compared to how I know my Philippine presidents. You know what I'm saying? It's just difference in geography. But I do know a lot about it because it's, it's also like a well-known thing that happened, and the conspiracies surrounding it, like probably the government did it, the CIA was it, all of that stuff. And Billy Bat covered it very, very well. Like they actually did the Oswald story. They made him kind of more relatable. Like when I remember, like he was a child, he always wanted to be a hero, and the people in the government was like, if you want to be a hero, do this, and save our country, save the world. And that's what he did. He was the fall guy. I remember there was this video because after reading the Billy Bat manga, I was really just into the conspiracy theories. I was like, you know what? As much as possible, I want to see as much. Like, I want to see this. So I was watching and consuming content about like the conspiracy surrounding those stuff, and yeah, it was wow. Just comparing the Billy Bat, what transpired in Billy Bat, and also what the news is and what he's saying. It's like sometimes you can just cross-reference and like, you know what? Yeah, maybe Oswald is here and he's saving this little girl in the cinemas, and maybe he's not really the one that killed the president or something. I'm not gonna talk about it too much because probably I'm gonna be in trouble. Hopefully not, because nobody will see this. And yeah, also the what other conspiracies? Like, yeah, Walt Disney. Like the conspiracy surrounding Disney and the originality of it. Like, there's a Ghost Rider, and they're killing people from all over the world who are also doing the same thing. And they're trying to be this huge conglomerate business that's gonna take over the world. It's because Billy Bat is kind of like Mickey Mouse. If you really, I know, like I'm pretty sure that's what the intention was with Naoki. And what I loved most about Billy Bat is it really made me think about life. After reading the manga, actually during when I was reading the manga, and then spoilers. I'm just gonna say the spoilers. When the time, like, since Jesus Christ, and then going to the Japanese ninja period, and then Shinoyama incident, and then going forward to the earthquake in Japan, one of the biggest earthquakes, and then went to the assassination of JFK, and then moving forward again, like the times, I really loved it when, the KKKs as well, like the burning of the black people. Like, not the good KKK, the bad KKK. The bad KKK. Like, those that are racist. I love how you can see in Billy Bat, it's like you're an omniscient being, just reading the manga, and at times just keep on progressing, and people there are getting older, and they die, new generation just pop up again. And then the people that you were attached to from the latter, like from the beginning chapters, they just keep getting older, and you're just there, you're reading the manga. You're like this god that's reading the unfolding life, and that's my favorite thing about the manga. Is like after it ended, I was thinking about life, because I was born in 2002, so even the 9/11 was something that I wasn't like, it's just like 9/11 was a story for me. Like it's just something that I read in history books. It wasn't something that I actually lived through. Like, I was seeing the news actually that when it happened, but I remember my brother told me, he was like, "Oh yeah, I remember when 9/11 happened and I saw it in the news." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I totally forgot. Like, you were born around that time when that event happened." And me and my little brother and sister, we're just reading it off from a history book. So Billy Bat manga is basically like, you're this omniscient being that's seeing the entire life unfolding, and you're not aging, but the people who are living there are actually aging and dying, and another new generation pops up, and you can see that life is still the same. How can I say it properly? It's like when you're born in a generation, you always have this new purpose in life that you think, like, when you study about history, when you study about the past, like your past presidents, for example, and ours, like for example, President Marcos Senior, the dictator of our country, our former dictator. Like, it's always just been like a part of a book. It's a different feeling when you were actually born that time. You know what I'm saying? So when people that were born that time, they know about it. Like for example, the JFK assassination. Like if you're born 2002, you feel like, yeah, it's kind of like you're kind of like like not associated to it, kind of, because you're only reading it in books and you haven't actually lived through it. But in the manga, it feels like you've been living since the Japanese Edo period and going to forward in time, and then people, the bad guys, getting older, and the protagonist getting older, a new protagonist from a baby to getting older, and then for you you're the same, but they're getting older. But you can see that the entire thing is just one story that life is writing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no matter how different you feel something is because you weren't born in that time, if you were an immortal person and you're living through all of that time, you will see it as if life is just writing one story. And us as people, we're just merely pawns on a chapter that life is writing a whole book about that we won't know the ending is. You know what I'm saying? I hope you get what I'm saying. It's like, that's what I felt like. Wow, life is when right now, like we're young, we feel like like this time is like just really exceptional for us. But when the new generation comes in like 2050, and then they're getting older and they read about COVID, for example, they feel very like not attached to it. But us living through it, we're gonna be like, yeah, we're a part of it. But what if you're an immortal person that lived through the entire time? You know, you see that life is just one string of a narrative that you won't be able to see a big picture. I hope you get what I mean. And that's what Billy Bat changed my life. That's why I love that manga, because after I finished it, it made me think about a lot about how life just keeps on moving forward even if you die or not. Even if you die, like, life just keeps on going forward. And you feel like there's a grander reason why you're here. But is there really? You know, it makes you question that. And that's why people who don't know about the Billy Bat manga should read it, because not only will they like get into the history more, it's like they're also gonna be more appreciative about life and now, you know. Wow. Billy Bat, the manga. Oh yeah, by the way, there's some recent news that the manga is gonna get an English adaptation, English translation. Finally, because there was a lot of discussion before that it wouldn't be possible because of the conspiracy theories that it tackles. It wouldn't be possible to have an English translation, but we have one finally. The first volume is gonna be on June 2026, so it's gonna be soon. And I genuinely hope that I could get some manga. Like, what a broke ass boy can do. But yeah, if you're a fan as well of an overarching mystery of a manga, and it keeps you hooked until the end, Billy Bat is the manga for you. Yeah, I hope that I added a content for you guys after you just read Billy Bat manga and you're looking for something to listen to or to consume, because I remember when I finished the manga, I was looking for content as well and I didn't have enough. So yeah, this was a good thing to just vent it out. Although it's been a few months already, I just remembered it. because of the Artemis going to the moon, and I just wanted to share it to you guys because it's 4 a.m. here, another 4 a.m. podcast, and I couldn't get it off my mind, and it's literally my birthday even, and I just needed to get it off my chest. So yeah, if you have any friends that are not into manga, at least as well, like if you want to tell Billy Bat to them, just tell them like if you like conspiracy theories, like Billy Bat is a manga for you. Yeah, it's also good for history, honestly, if you want to study history, because it really made me research a lot about what happened in the past. Even like what happened in Japan, the Shinoyama train incident, those incidents, the big earthquake in Japan that happened around 1920s. I researched all of those because of the manga, and I needed to understand it fully. So the more I understand, it's a masterpiece. 10 out of 10. It's a part of my top 5 manga, and yeah, people should read more about it. I have top 5 manga. It's Billy Bat, Berserk, Tomodachi Game, One Punch Man, and then number 1, of course. Wait, I got mental block. Number 1, Vinland Saga. I have no enemies, bruh. And I'm gonna be talking more about the manga. Naoki Urasawa's works, my top 5 manga, and so much more. Anime, self-help, and everything. All right, thank you so much for tuning in again for another podcast, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.